find it hilarious to see grown-ass people behaving like children, and I haven't seen something like this in a while. And all of them are almost entirely either American or British celebrities. And the reason that I'm saying that they're behaving like children is that they don't really know what they want. I mean, they're creating their own reality, their own version of events, and then pretending that that lie is true and they're living it. So when Elon Musk takes over Twitter, immediately you see a lot of the blue check marks starting to spew hate speech. Like they were writing the N word and they were writing offensive stuff. I guess in order to prove that under Elon's leadership, Twitter is going to be a hate platform. Of course, you didn't have right wingers doing it, so the left, the blue check marks, had to take it upon themselves to accomplish it. Unfortunately, most of them did get banned. But they did cause a significant rise of hate speech in the platform, and it was marked by a couple of activist groups which were monitoring this hate speech. So yes, like the left literally created the problem that they were complaining about. But after the initial wave of people got banned, you didn't see that hate speech anymore, which led to the funny and very notorious BBC interview where Elon Musk is asking the journalist, like, can you tell me of any event of hate speech that you saw on my platform? And the journalist couldn't, right? But the narrative is that Twitter is a hateful platform. They can't prove that it is. They can't even articulate to a single case, but it is a hate platform. In my opinion, Twitter is the same under Elon Musk like the previous Twitter, except that now leftists hate it. That's pretty much it. So because of that, you have all of these blue check marks, which are journalists, activists, and mainstream media celebrities, trying their best in order to get the advertisers to leave Twitter. And they succeeded. So now Elon Musk is trying to find a different way of monetizing the platform, which is a subscription-based form. And the reason that I'm saying is that they're behaving like children is not due to the fact that they don't like the platform or they don't like Elon Musk. Like, people are allowed to have these preferences. No, like on one hand, they want to see Twitter fall, right? Like they want to bankrupt Twitter if possible, because they are trying to scare the advertisers. But at the same time, they want to use the platform. And this is where I do not understand. This is such a childish mentality. Like, if you want the platform to be destroyed, then you wouldn't want to use it. And if you want to use it, then you wouldn't want to see it destroyed. And this is the problem that I'm getting with all of these, anointed ones. So anyway, right, what are they up to now? Well, initially, they said that if you remove their blue check marks, it's going to end up with people getting killed. I made a video about that. Absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, people will die if you remove the celebrity's blue check mark. Now, in the language of the woke, it doesn't really mean that people will die. When they talk about something being dangerous or ending up killing people, what they want to say is that it's problematic. And by problematic, they want to say that it's offensive. And by offensive, they want to say that they don't really have an argument. Just listen to them, you bigot, right? So when they said that if you remove the check mark, people will die, they're actually creating this hysteria. So Elon Musk goes like, okay, well, if that's the case, then I will give you the blue check mark for free. And he did it for some people, which are now freaking out that they are getting it, right? Because these people are multi-billionaires, some of them are billionaires. They can't afford the fantastic sum of $8, but they claim it's a matter of principle. In reality, it is a matter of them losing the prestige, right? Because they do want to have the ability to be the VIPs of social media. I mean, these people are VIPs already. Like, if you're an actor and you walk the street, like, people will recognize you, you're being treated differently, right? And they want the same thing on social media, which, by the way, they can get it if they actually farm the numbers. But they want more than that, right? Like, they want to have like this little podium to stand up in a conversation. Like, they want to be verified so that their posts are viewed as more important than people who aren't verified. This is what it is about. It's not the fact that they're losing the check mark. It's the fact that everyone else is getting it. So they tried doing this idea of boycotting people which have a check mark, right? So like it was like boycott the blue check mark thing. And I seen like the block list, they went to almost like millions of subs. like completely making the platform unusable, but whatever. So, in order to crack down on their boycott, Elon Musk decides to give a couple of them like blue check marks without them asking, which means that now you can't really tell who buys it and who gets it for free. And it completely messes with the boycott, right? Because when the left boycotts is different than when the right boycott. So, for example, in the case of the Bud Light boycott, which is predominantly led by the right, I'm sure like there are some cases, but overwhelmingly, like if you're a bar and you decide to buy Bud Light and you stock up on it, like no one is going to threaten you, no one is going to harass you. If you walk on the street and you drink a Bud Light, like other right wingers won't tell you anything, right? I'm sure there may be examples where it's different, but overwhelmingly, from what I've seen, like when the right boycotts, like you're free to do whatever you want. When the left boycotts is different. I mean, we saw with the Hogwarts thing, like they actually harass female VTubers. They go after people who disrespect their boycott. And this is the same with the blue checkmarks. Like they wanted to harass the celebrities and the mainstream media personalities, which did get the blue checkmark. But because now they can't tell which get it for real and which buy it, it's a little bit difficult. So it's a very interesting 4D chess. And on top of that, Elon Musk seems to give the blue check mark to people who have 1 million subscribers, which obviously these people who manage to farm 1 million are important for the platform. But on top of that, it encourages people to try and become like them. So it's a good business proposition. Now, of course, they're livid about it. And they are talking about suing Elon Musk for false endorsement because it is true. Like when you buy the blue check mark, it does say that this person has purchased Twitter Blue. So I don't know if there's grounds for a lawsuit there. I mean, I don't see where the damage is at. But I guess like if that person can prove that it created damage to his credibility and he lost money due to it, then yeah, he can probably sue. But this can easily be fixed by Elon Musk just changing that text and like not mentioning that the person has purchased Twitter Blue, and it can just be like, well, this person is verified by Twitter, period. So it is absolutely hilarious how they're acting like man children. You know, it's something that they always accused, oh, like cisgender straight white men, they're acting like man children in their mom's basement. But they're literally doing that. I mean, these are grown-ass individuals who should know better, but instead they're, you know, like freaking out over this internet platform that if they don't like it, they could literally leave, right? And it's not like when you tell a right-winger, it's like, hey, if you don't like it, leave. Because like for a right-winger, there aren't that many options. But if you're like a left-wing celebrity, a public person, like surely there are other platforms you can use, right? So it's not that. It's pretty much like a trillionaire ended up in their treehouse, and it's ruining it for all the millionaires, and they're crying. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.